Yo, so what's good, D-Squad? How you doing? How you feeling, man? It's your boy D-Facts on another bang reaction, man. You already know what the day is, man. Today is Shady Friday, number 134. Today we got Eminem with Beautiful Pain, man, off the Marshall Mathers LP2 album, of course. We're about to finish it up. I appreciate everybody that checked out my previous Shady Friday video. We reacted to Groundhog Day, which was a major breakdown, a major dissect that I had to do for y'all. So we're gonna hop into this video, man. We're gonna hop into it, see what this is talking about. And you know, yeah, I'm just enjoying this album so far. You know what I'm saying? It's a good album, you know what I'm saying? So it's getting a little deeper. So we're gonna hop into it. Y'all already know I got the lyrics on deck. We're gonna try to dissect this one just as well. But I'm gonna leave the original video link description. I'm below if those y'all wanna check it out on your own time. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and join the Deep Squad if you haven't already. Also subscribe to my second channel, DatBoiDith Skits. But with that being said, y'all, let's get into it. Now, it says this track marks the first collaboration between Sia, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, and Eminem, who have since then collaborated again on Eminem's Shady XV track, Guts Over Fear. Okay, so these two collaborated more than once. At the time that this track was released, Sia was most well known for her collaborations with David Guetta, featuring on his smash hits Titanium and She Wolf. She has since then made a name for herself with multiple chart-topping hits, including one of her most notable one, Chandelier. Sia received a lot of backlash from the LGBTQ community for collaborating with Eminem because of his long-time provocative use of homophobic slurs and sentiments, I cannot talk today, in his early career. In response to the backlash, Sia donated a portion of her proceeds earned from the song to the Los Angeles LGBT Center. Oh, snap. So she got backlash from it because, I mean, we all know Eminem, you know, he said some things, you know what I'm saying? We all know that, and they was getting on her. I was like, how you gonna make a song with him? But to show that she, you know what I mean, she ain't like that, she donated. So Eminem's still the GOAT though. But we're gonna hop into this video, man. Let's get it. It's 4 minute song, 4.5 minute song.
I can feel the heat rising. Everything is on fire. Today's a painful reminder of why it can only get brighter the further you put it behind you.
I'm sorry if it's a little low.
But right now I'm on the inside looking out, cause
yeah, this is Sia right here.
the tornado warning. Today's like the morning after. Your world is torn in half. You're waking its wake to start the morning process. And rebuilding, you're still a work in progress. Today's a whole new chapter. It's like an enormous ass. Thunderstorm is past you. Your weather didn't poke its eye out with the thorn bush that you used.
Hold on now. Let's back up. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. We coming in hot. All right, what he said first? Yesterday was the tornado warning. Yesterday was the tornado warning. Today's like the morning after. Your world is torn in half. You wake in its wake to start the morning process. And rebuilding, you're still a work in process. These lines set up a parallel between a disaster-stricken environment and Eminem's relationship emotional state. Okay. The tornado, a destructive natural phenomena, is a metaphor for the troubles Eminem faces. So I like that comparison that he made there. The use of a torn instead of broken indicates a messier. I cannot talk. More personal and thoughtful process. By saying yesterday, Eminem emphasizes that whoever went through this tragedy had survived it to tell the story. The morning, a homophone to the actual lyric, morning, you know what I'm saying? Insinuates that despite the damage, the sun will shine and the troubles will go away. I like that right there. And then after that, he said, today's a whole new chapter. It's like an enormous asthma. Thunderstorm has passed you. So he compares his journey to the aftermath of a thunderstorm, using a simile to highlight the relief he feels after overcoming tough times. The reference to asthma ties into the idea of difficulty, refers to the suffocating pressure or challenges he's faced. The thunderstorm symbolizes chaos and internal struggles, which have now passed. These lines represent a moment of renewal and clarity as M turns a new page in his life, relived of past struggles. So he's reminiscing, he's reflecting. Then he said, you weathered it and poked its eye out with the thorn bush that you used to smell the roses. So he said the thunderstorm is a symbol of the tribulations in his world falling apart. You know what I'm saying? He's saying it's like a natural disaster, the thunderstorm. He weathered the storm, idiom for overcoming obstacles and surviving the hard times. And he used the remains of what the storm destroyed, which is the thorns from the rose bush that he used to smell, which represents the comfort of his old way of life, and fought back against it. The eye of the storm is the center of the storm, which is the calmest part of the storm before the most severe weather occurs. So M, that's fire though. That's fire. So he's metaphorically attacked. He metaphorically attacked the storm and beat it after it already tore his world down, but before it broke him completely. Yeah, he's getting deep, man, with these similes.
There's some rebuilding, you're still a work in progress. Today's a whole new chapter. It's like an enormous ass. Thunderstorm is past you. You weathered it and poked its eye with the thorn bush that you used to smell the roses. Stop to inhale, can't even tell your nose is stuffed. So focused on the bright side, then you floor the gas pedal and hit the corner faster. More assertive, never looking back, may hit the curb, but every day's a new learning curve as you steer through life. Sometimes you might not want to swerve, but you have to avert.
I like what he said right there. He said, but every day is a new learning curve as you steer through life. So he continues to drop a metaphor. To literally hit a curb means he went off track for a slight duration. Leaning curve, y'all get it. Refers to the roads that will have unpredictable patterns. The metaphor may hit the curb, but every day is a new learning curve. Which means that along your path to success in our life, you might hit a few road bumps along the way. For example, you might make or do a bad mistake, which has a bad outcome. He's saying, take these mistakes and learn from them, making them your learning curve to avoid it to be and do better next time. A lot, that's nice. Eminem's he cooking so far.
The gas pedal and hit the corner faster. More assertive, never looking back, may hit the curb, but every day's a new learning curve as you steer through life. Sometimes you might not want to swerve, but you have to avert a disaster. Lucky no permanent damage, cause they hurt you so bad. It's like they murdered your ass and threw dirt on your casket, but you return from the ashes and that hurt that you had.
And threw dirt on your casket, but you've returned from the ashes. Like the mythical phoenix, who in Greek mythology is a long-lived bird that is cyclically regenerated or reborn. The legend of the phoenix is that near the end of its life, it builds itself a nest of twigs that then ignites. Both nest and bird burn fiercely and are reduced to ashes, from which a new young phoenix or phoenix egg arises, reborn anew to live again. Ah, okay, so he's referring to the phoenix, okay, bird. It's like you never would have known this unless you go to Genius, I swear.
To avert a disaster, lucky no permanent damage, cause they hurt you so bad. It's like they murdered your ass and threw dirt on your casket, but you return from the ashes and that hurt that you have, you just converted to gasoline while you're burning the past, standing at inferno and chanting.
Hey, the hook ain't bad either though.
It's a beautiful kind of pain, setting fire to yesterday. Find a light, find a light, find a light. Standing in the flame. It's a beautiful kind of pain, setting fire to yesterday. Find a light, find a light.
So familiarized with what happened to swallow this pill. It's like it happens all the time. They take your heart and steal your life, and it's as though you feel you've died, cause you've been killed inside, but yet you're still alive.
It happens all the time. They take your heart and steal your life. Ooh, I know some people can relate to that. Ooh, that hit there. Then after that, he said, and it's as though you feel you've died because you've been killed inside. You've been hurt so bad emotionally that you feel like you might as well be dead. But physically, you are still here. So you will get through it and survive. That's a fact. What y'all ever heard that saying? What don't hurt you may kill you, but what don't kill you makes you stronger. That's what I meant to say. Eminem's drug problem almost killed him mentally and physically. He was 2 hours away from death after consuming what doctors estimated was 4 bags of heroin in '07. But he's alive today, so he knows there's nothing that will keep him from surviving now. That's crazy that's going back, because y'all remember back at the relapse times? I think that came out 2009, so that was after his near overdose. Like, y'all, he even talks about this situation, his daughter finding him on the bathroom floor, Elena, when he was going through his drug addiction. And this was 2 hours from passing. 2 hours, bro. Imagine, God forbid, like, we wouldn't have had the M that we have today if the things that occurred in '07 was his demise. You know what I'm saying? So that's a perfect example. He's saying that if, you know, he went through that and he could have died, the fact that he didn't, he knows that he can survive through anything. Do anything that life throws at him. You know what I'm saying? He'll be okay. I like how he, you know, reflected on his own personal struggles in life.
Your eyes, what happened to swallow this pill is like it happens all the time. They take your heart and steal your life, and it's as though you feel you've died, cause you've been killed inside, but yet you're still alive, which means you will survive. Although today you may weep cause you're weakened, and everything seems so bleak and hopeless. The light that you're seeking, it begins to seep in. That's the only thing keeping you from leaping off the mother freaking deep end. And I'm pulling for you to push through this feeling, and with a little time that should do the healing. And by tomorrow you may even feel so good that you're willing to forgive them, even after all this shit you've been put through. This feeling of resilience is building, and the flames are burning quick as fire. With through this building, you're sealed in, but you're fine.
I like how he chose to say mother freaking instead of the cuss word to make it rhyme. Mother freaking deep in. I like how he did that though. Then he said, by tomorrow you may even feel so good that you're willing to forgive him, even after all the shit you've been put through. After the storm calms, you feel it's all right and appropriate to try and get over the problem. He is forgiving them. He forgave his mother in Headlights, which is very true. Headlights is one of the earlier songs in this album that we've just reacted to, by the way. This is on my channel. But yes, he did forgive his mom for everything that she done to him when he was younger, which was very, very healthy of him. Grown of him, you know, because he could have easily kept that grudge, but he realized, you know, life is too short and you have to be willing to forgive people, which is very, very true. And that's not saying forgiveness is an easy thing. It's not. That's what makes it a good thing, because it's not easy. It's a strong challenge, you know, something to overcome. But yes, Headlights, he definitely forgave his mom. And then he said, these are one of the lines off Headlights, and all of them other songs. But regardless, I don't hate you, because Ma, you're still beautiful to me because you're my mom. You know what I'm saying? That was him forgiving her. And after that, he says, this feeling of resilience is building, and the flames are burning quick as fire this feeling of the resilience is building, and the flames are burning quick as fire through this building. It's like a metaphor of like when the fire ignites. He's making a pun off the word building. The word building is used as a verb and then a noun. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Literally. I like how he did that.
Tomorrow you may even feel so good that you're willing to forgive them, even after all this shit you've been put through. This feeling of resilience is building, and the flames are burning quick as fire. With through this building, you're sealed in, but you're fireproof. Flame retardant, you withstood it. And as you climb up to the roof, you're just chilling. You look down cause you're so over them. You can put the heel of your foot through the ceiling. As time passes, things change every day, but wounds heal, but scars they remain the same. But tomorrow today's going down in flames. Throw the matches, set the past up. So feel the fire beneath your feet as you barely
I'm
even.
loving the fire metaphors, bro. I really am. I love them. Said, as time passes, things change every day, but wounds heal, but scars still remain the same. But tomorrow, today's going down in flames. Throw the match, set the past ablaze. Beautiful bridge by Marshall. You know what I'm saying? This is hard, man. He says, saying things will hurt you, but you'll get through them and they'll get better. Also proving them who says he can't sing wrong. Not a brilliant vocalist, but his voice fits perfect. I ain't gonna lie, and that's also true, man. Like Eminem got a nice voice. You know, we ain't gonna sit here and lie. Like, he ain't the best vocalist in the world. We know that, but he can. You feel me? He got some notes in there. You know what I mean? You got some notes in there.
They remain the same, but tomorrow
that sound
going
good.
down in flames. Throw the matches at the past of flames. So feel the fire beneath your feet as you barely even perspire from the heat. Exhale deep and breathe a sigh of relief as you say goodbye to the grief. It's like watching the walls melt in your prison cell, but you've extinguished this living hell. Still a little piece of you dies as you scream.
Wow. Wow. Still a little piece of you dies as you scream. So saying goodbye to a bitter past is an extremely difficult process for every person. It is difficult because one has to say goodbye to a part of oneself, to one's experiences, and so on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they know they say the worst enemy is yourself. It's hard. It's hard to really move on from that, you know.
Relief as you say goodbye to the grief. It's like watching the walls melt in your prison cell, but you've extinguished this living hell. Still a little piece of you dies as you scream.
See it though.
Feel the burn. Watch the smoke as I turn, rising a phoenix from the flames. I have learned from fighting fights that weren't mine. Not with fists, but with wings that I will fly.
No, I like that. I like that. I like that. She said, I feel the burn. Watch the smoke as I turn. Rising the phoenix from the flames. Back to the phoenix. Back to the phoenix bird. You know, it's associated with rebirth. That's the sound of the phoenix. Due to its ability to regenerate or be reborn. Fire, known as the hell, known as the all-consuming, is erasing his past, allowing him to be reborn. Awesome metaphor. This album deals a lot with Eminem's past, and this may be him saying he is moving on to change as a changed person. And that makes a lot of sense. And you can see the shift between how he acts from then to now. He literally battled his alter ego, which like generated his whole career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he elevated, he rised up using that alter ego, but he got even better after he killed it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about the Slim Shady alter ego. But I like how they're grouping Phoenix with flames. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know the Phoenix, you know what I'm saying, the Firebird. You know, and it's a sign of being reborn. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like how they do it in that, and that's hard. And then after that, she said, it's not with fists, but with wings that I will fly. So basically, I know she's saying, like, instead of fighting physically, she's going to fight with her heart. You know what I'm saying? She's going to fight with courage. She uses this line to demonstrate that she fights, thus uses her strength, but not violently against someone. But trying to improve herself by starting to fly out of the ashes, which fits to the Phoenix metaphor she mentioned before. She can't rise with fists. You know, that could be an indication not to use power to destroy, but to improve yourself, which is the wings. I like that. I like that. I like that very well. This is a very positive track. That chorus is hard.
It's a beautiful kind of pain. Setting fire to yesterday. Find the light, find the light, find the light. Standing in the flame. It's a beautiful kind of pain. Setting fire to yesterday. Find the light, find the light, find the light.
Nah, man, I like that track, man. That track was very, very positive. I don't know why I didn't expect it to be as positive as it was. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to Eminem being like raw. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But I have to remember, Eminem he's really matured himself for a long time. You know, and this was, I think this was released 2013. So the Slim Shady alter ego was still cooking. But, you know, this was Marshall. Like, I think if you're a real Eminem fan, you can tell the difference. Like, when he rap, you can tell the difference between Slim and Marshall. Marshall be talking that real junk. Like, you feel me? Like, stuff that have you think like, I made it through that. You know, he made it. You know what I'm saying? He make you think. Slim Shady just be on some reckless, like, I think Slim was on some So Far. I think that was Slim rapping. Rap God was Slim. What else? Berserk was Slim. You know what I'm saying? When Marshall just venting, when he talking, when he talk about real stuff, that's Marshall. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. But nah, man, shout out to M, man. See her, man. She did her job. She did her thing, man. I don't even know who that is. But y'all let me know if I need to check her out. You know what I'm saying? If I need to check out some of her music. Because I am not familiar with her. I'm not going to lie. But that's what y'all there for. Y'all stick me in. Y'all just chime me in with what I need to know. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's been staying tuned with this album review. And I hope that I dissected it well for y'all. With that being said, this concludes another video of Shady Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Same time next week. Any other requests, drop in the comment section which y'all want me to react to next week. But other than that, y'all, I hope you guys enjoying y'all Friday. It's finally the weekend coming up. What y'all got planned? Y'all stay safe, man. You know, y'all just continue to put God first. Continue to treat people well, with respect. You know what I mean? Because this is the right thing to do. And that's just what God requires. With that being said, y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless y'all. Till next time, Deep is out, man. Peace.